Like, she's strong. Again, we can try her an expert. I don't know how much of a difference it would make, honestly. But God, she's boring. Like, I am literally just going through the same motion over and 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 over. And I was hoping that there'd be more interesting decisions to do with the ships. I think like this could be her one deck. You know what I mean? Like, I think as long as you have her ships in, the surveillance team with the Monica Chang, is definitely, I think, the way to go, because you just get so many snoop counters. So I think that's definitely strong. You keep the command team, because you can make the hard call, the command team in there too, and use the counters. Like, you just put surveillance team in and command team and just keep moving counters, and you just play your ship. The same cards, very consistent. Yeah, I think chance and counter in one way or the other to get more Monica would be my slight change. Yeah. I mean, let me phrase this. Like, this isn't perfected. I wouldn't say this is perfected. There are definitely tweaks you can do. Cersei shenanigans are really fun. Yeah, maybe. I mean, but we have a card like that, right? What does the Cersei do? And choose a player, and that player puts an ally. Yeah, so like, yeah, if you run an ally heavy, I mean, you could do it, sure. Counting departments just be like, hey, does everybody have an idea for a hero? Hey, Jack, how's it going? Seems like a classic build out from Lord of the Rings. Yeah, but at least Lord of the Rings, it felt like I was doing different things sometimes. This literally was just the new board. All right, you want my hot take? If you set out a Doctor Strange deck and a Maria Hill deck next to each other and said, D20, you can only play one of these for the rest of your life, I'm picking Doctor Strange. This was just the same, for 2 games in a row, was the same exact pattern. Over and over and over. She is stronger than I thought she was going to be. She really is. And that's cool. I mean, it's cool. I guess you can steamroll things and whatnot. I thought Stalwart would trip up a little bit more. It really didn't. So it's definitely wrong there. But yeah, ally heavy Maria makes them all shield. Fun shenanigans like Star-Lord. Yeah. They'll say Maria is a lot more fun in multiplayer. I feel like 2-player would do the same strategy though. Just give my teammate and myself tough statuses with the Pericles. I feel like it would have to be like 3-player. She ain't your playstyle. You don't like slow, but the thing is, it's not even slow. It's just repetitive. This is my Deadpool problem. Is that you just keep doing the same thing. Right? I don't mind slow. Well, let me phrase that. I prefer it not to be slow, but I don't mind it, right? We've done build on this channel, whatever. It's just doing the same thing over and over is what it is. You enjoy the artwork? I think it's pretty solid artwork. I'm going to play Maria without building out from now on. If she can't win without building out, then trash hero. You have always... Yeah, sure, I like Rush, but we have done a lot of build out on this channel. Best heroes don't build. I think the fact that it's such a different playstyle for people who want this style is cool. And honestly, I'm glad we were getting more heroes that aren't for everyone, because no, the other guy, I agree with you. Like, I don't need her to be something different. She's just not for me. That's all. If we only had 10 heroes to pick from, I'm a little more upset. Right? But we have so many heroes. I mean, it doesn't need to be for me. And there's people that make her happy, I get. But I can see... the bigger thing for me is I can see why she's so polarizing. Like, it makes a lot more sense. Like, I was questioning like why it was so polarizing from everything, and it makes a lot more sense now, because I could see people really liking this. Of like, if you're truly into building out and moving these pieces around, like, to me it feels like you're doing a lot of nothing for like the same result, right? Like, I'm moving the same. Like, I'm doing a lot in the sense that I'm moving all these pieces around to do the same 3 things over and over and over. Like, that's all we did, right? It's just we had to figure out where we were moving things, but we did things. Some people may really enjoy that. I don't. But some people may. And I could see how that is like, if you're into that, like, it's more of a puzzle, I guess. And maybe that puzzle can get hard in certain situations, or harder, or whatever, or it's just enjoyable in general. If you're that type of person that likes that puzzly experience, I could see how you could like it. I could. But to me, it's like, oh, what was with the Sai Katana and Sai Knife? What was her name from X-Force? That I didn't like either. Major Buff, yeah. Psylocke. It feels like Psylocke. Where like I was doing a lot of things, we're like reading, to do the same thing over and over. Like, it felt kind of like that. CBI, I love building out and I hate Maria. It's just so boring. I think the big problem is the Pericles design. I agree. The Pericles is busted for single and two player. Daring Lime, I recently quit gameplay because of things like this. The game is more fun when you're not stressing and just doing what you is fun. I think Maria is a lot cooler when you're not going for power. But don't you feel like you're just like purposely hampering yourself for no reason then? Like, I know a lot of people play that way, so I know I'm the odd man out with that, but it always feels weird. Everything needs to be shield. My options are so limited. Yeah. Hopefully there's more shield stuff. But I don't even know if you want different shield stuff. So you could build out with Magneto, and he was just more fun to play. Magneto, you could build out. Like, Magneto I enjoyed, right? Magneto was more building out. And I enjoyed that process because it was different. What I had to do was different each time. Versus this was, to me, the same thing. I'm a simple man. I want to punch villains in the face. Oh, hello. My only complaint is that I want more compelling reasons to want shield allies. Really, it's just field agents and agents of shield. Yeah, I agree. She's exactly like Doctor Strange. Invocation deck equals ships. Yeah. Agent 13 would give her... Yeah, and I had Agent 13 here. I think she got snapped. Did she get snapped? Yeah, I had her too. So we could have used her, which would have been crazy. There's definitely an optimum build, but I think there's some fun space to build Maria in interesting ways. Yeah, it's just not for me, I think. How can you forget the best hero in the game? Valkyrie? I'll never forget her. If she's more boring than Magneto, I'm a struggle. No, I like Magneto. I thought Iceman would have longer time to be my least favorite hero, but here we are. Iceman was pretty rough, too. Alright, so Daring Lime now. I enjoy the challenge when I have a deck that isn't super powerful, and I have suboptimal cards that I find a way to make it interesting works, more interesting decisions. Alright, that's fair. Shadowcat for the win for fun, dude. Shadowcat's goated. I love it. It's having agency on each turn while building out instead of just pushing the button and repeat your process. Oh, the other guy, we're talking about Magneto versus this. I think Magneto actually has a lot of interesting decisions to make. I think so too. I like Magneto's design a lot. I played Nick through the campaign with the core box and put pre-con build that wasn't optimized, but it was really fun, even though my deck wasn't powerful. That's fair. You were smart to play her first because Nick will be refreshing for you. I know. My gut feeling said I wasn't gonna like her. You can choose to build Maria Hill differently if you want to. The Invocation deck comes with strange in every iteration and are just silly to ignore. That's true, Michael. The other thing that I have an issue with is I don't like to purposely handicap myself. I'm one of those people. I know there's a lot of, obviously Daring Lime disagrees with me, and that's fine. There's a lot of people that disagree with me on this. I don't like the idea of purposely making my deck worse to make something better. It's just not enjoyable for me. I want to continue to be better, right? So I want to continue to make my deck builder. Like, because I guess a part of the thing is I don't consider myself a good deck builder. So if I'm not that great to begin with, like, I don't want to hamper myself. Like, I want to keep making myself better. You know what I mean? I don't know if that makes sense, but that's just kind of how I look at it. I think you'll definitely like Fury more. I have a gut feeling I like Fury.